Welcome friends to our new video filled with pleasant memories, childhood dreams, and that magical feeling that the 70s and 80s era in America brought. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey into the past where parents witness childhood wonders and dreams grow alongside us. We will immerse ourselves in an atmosphere where vibrant fashion colors, vintage BMX bikes, and the magic of early video games made our hearts beat faster. It was a time when every trip to the retail giants filled our childhoods with excited glances at toy shelves and the rainbow packaging of favorite breakfasts. Join us on this thrilling journey to collectively reminisce about those sweet moments when every purchase felt like an adventure, and the ambience of store displays exuded warmth and inspiration. Share your own memories in the comments and dive with us into the atmosphere of magic from past decades. Let's go. Denim domination, jeans claimed the top spot as the go-to attire, and in the 70s, high-waisted jeans emerged, becoming an iconic symbol of the era. These waist-high wonders not only provided a flattering fit but also embodied the fashion-forward spirit of the time. Embraced for their comfort and style, high-waisted jeans became a staple in wardrobes, symbolizing the bold and eclectic fashion choices that defined the vibrant culture of the 1970s. Comic crusaders, Marvel and DC superheroes soared into hearts, defining the 70s and 80s. Iconic characters like Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman captivated imaginations, creating a cultural phenomenon. Meanwhile, early video games like Pac-Man and Space Invaders revolutionized entertainment, introducing a new era of interactive fun. These pixelated pioneers marked the dawn of gaming, captivating minds worldwide. Together, comics and video games became cherished pastimes, leaving an indelible mark on popular culture and shaping the way generations would consume stories and entertainment. The vivid escapades of superheroes and digital adventures became timeless cornerstones of nostalgia. Disco fever. The 70s and 80s witnessed a nationwide dance revolution, with discotheques and dance festivals taking center stage. The disco era's zenith saw the meteoric rise of dance music, particularly disco, captivating audiences across the country. Glittering disco balls and flashy attire defined dance floors, and iconic venues like Studio 54 became synonymous with the era. Dance festivals like the legendary Disco Demolition Night marked cultural moments. Disco's pulsating beats and energetic rhythms not only dominated charts but also shaped an era of carefree expression and exuberant dance, leaving an enduring legacy in the realms of music, fashion, and social culture. Television icons. In the 70s and 80s, TV shows like Happy Days, Charlie's Angels, Dallas, and the A-Team became cultural touchstones, symbolizing entertainment of the era. Happy Days brought nostalgia for the 1950s, while Charlie's Angels featured empowered female detectives. Dallas redefined primetime soap operas with its Texas-sized drama, and the A-Team brought action-packed adventures. These shows not only dominated ratings but also influenced fashion and popular culture. The characters, catchphrases, and storylines became ingrained in the collective memory, reflecting the diverse tastes and societal shifts of a dynamic period in television history. Retro ride revolution. The 70s and 80s witnessed a fervor for retro cars, particularly embracing classic models from the 1950s and 1960s. Car enthusiasts indulged in the allure of vintage vehicles, appreciating the timeless designs and iconic features. Classic cars like the Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, and Volkswagen Beetle experienced a resurgence in popularity. Car shows and rallies celebrating automotive nostalgia proliferated, providing platforms for enthusiasts to showcase and admire these timeless rides. The retro car craze not only fueled ascents of nostalgia, but also celebrated the craftsmanship and design of an automotive era that left an indelible mark on the roadways of the past. Vinyl revival. In the 70s and 80s, vinyl records reigned supreme as a primary source of entertainment. Collecting and listening to these musical gems became a widespread hobby, transcending mere playback. Album artwork became iconic, with large, vivid covers showcasing creativity. Vinyl's warm sound and ritualistic process of flipping records made it a cherished experience. Record stores were hubs of discovery, and the popularity of LPs cut across genres. From rock to disco, each vinyl record told a story beyond the music. Today, the vinyl resurgence reflects a nostalgia for an era when the tangible, analog nature of music held a unique charm. BMX boom. In the 70s and 80s, BMX bikes surged in popularity, captivating teenagers and becoming a mass phenomenon. These specialized bicycles, known for their durability and agility, became synonymous with outdoor adventure. Racing and performing stunts on BMX bikes became iconic activities, embodying the spirit of youthful energy and thrill-seeking. The BMX craze led to the establishment of dedicated tracks and competitions, propelling the sport into the mainstream. With their distinctive design and versatile functionality, BMX bikes not only became a cultural symbol but also encouraged a generation to embrace the joy of cycling and daring maneuvers. Fitness frenzy. The 80s marked a surge in prioritizing physical fitness as a significant trend. Fitness video courses, notably Jane Fonda's workout, gained immense popularity, turning living rooms into impromptu gyms. Aerobics, with its energetic routines, became a nationwide fitness phenomenon. The era witnessed a boom in dedicated fitness attire, making aerobics shoes and leggings indispensable closet staples. This fitness craze not only emphasized the importance of a healthy lifestyle but also showcased a cultural shift towards wellness. The enduring legacy includes the nostalgic recall of leg warmers, headbands, and upbeat workout tunes that defined this vibrant era of fitness. As our nostalgic journey through the enchanting decades of the 70s and 80s comes to a close, we want to thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on this delightful exploration of the past. Together, we've revisited the vibrant colors of fashion, the thrill of BMX adventures, and the magic woven into the early days of video games. These were not just moments in time, they were fragments of a cherished era that shaped our fondest memories and childhood dreams. We hope this journey down memory lane has sparked joy and brought back the warmth of those magical times. Your engagement and shared memories have made this experience even more special. In the comments below, feel free to continue the conversation by sharing your own stories and thoughts about the 70s and 80s. As we conclude, we invite you to stay tuned for more captivating explorations into the past, where we unravel the stories behind the moments that have left an indelible mark on our collective history. Until next time, happy reminiscing, and may the magic of the past continue to inspire us all.
The era of the 1950s to 1970s in the United States was a time of unique cultural expansion, when carnivals became an integral part of the American entertainment industry. During this time, thousands of cities and towns came alive, attracting people of all ages and social statuses with their unique attractions and shows. From dazzling fireworks to peculiar oddities, the traveling carnivals of the 50s to 70s offered unforgettable experiences and enjoyable pastimes for everyone. The traveling carnivals of the 50s to 70s were enchanting spectacles that transported visitors to a world of wonder and excitement. They were like stepping into a fantasy realm where every corner held the promise of adventure and thrills. At the heart of these carnivals were the roller coasters and carousels, beloved by visitors of all ages. Roller coasters, with their towering tracks and exhilarating twists and turns, provided an adrenaline-fueled experience that left riders breathless and exhilarated. The sudden drops and hairpin turns elicited screams of both fear and delight, creating unforgettable memories for thrill-seekers. Meanwhile, carousels with their spinning horses and whimsical music offered a more gentle but equally enchanting experience. The nostalgic melodies and brightly painted horses evoked a sense of childhood wonder, making each ride a magical journey through time. But the attractions didn't stop there. The carnivals boasted a diverse array of entertainment options, from sideshows featuring exotic animals and daring performers to games of skill and chance where visitors could test their luck and win prizes. Each booth and ride was like a portal to a different world, offering something new and exciting to discover around every corner. For many visitors, the carnivals were more than just a source of entertainment. They were a place where dreams came to life and imaginations ran wild. From the moment they stepped through the gates, they were transported to a realm where reality and fantasy intertwined, creating an experience that was truly unforgettable. And as the lights of the carnival flickered into the night, casting a warm glow over the bustling crowds, it was clear that for those who dared to venture into this magical world, the memories would last a lifetime. However, carnivals offered not only classic entertainments, but also unique shows capable of capturing imagination and astonishing spectators. Strongman shows were one of the main hits. Muscular men demonstrated their physical strength by performing incredible feats and lifting weights that seemed impossible for ordinary people. These performances elicited delight and admiration from the audience, showcasing the potential of the human body. Another captivating show was the performances of magicians. They skillfully manipulated visual illusions, creating a sense of magic and mystery. From disappearing objects to traps and illusions, magicians made spectators ponder and marvel, leaving impressions that couldn't be forgotten. Thus, the traveling carnivals of the 50s to 70s not only offered entertainment but also splendid opportunities for spectators to enjoy unique shows and attractions. They became places of gathering and merriment for people of all ages and interests, bringing joy and unforgettable experiences to anyone bold enough to venture into this world of magic and surprises. In addition to the attractions, the carnivals of the 50s to 70s offered thrilling shows and performances that became the true stars of the program and left no spectator indifferent. These performances were a source of wild joy and delight for everyone who attended the carnivals of that time. Many carnivals featured circus artists whose skills and talents left audiences breathless. Acrobats performed intricate tricks on high trapezes, spinning through the air and demonstrating incredible strength and flexibility. Their performances were full of energy and emotion, leaving spectators in complete awe. Trained animals were also an integral part of the shows at carnivals. They performed amazing tricks under the guidance of experienced trainers, creating a unique spectacle. Performances with elephants, lions, tigers, and other animals evoked a sense of awe in the audience, showcasing the power and beauty of nature, as well as the absolute mastery of tricks by both animals and their trainers. Unusual acts, such as performances with fireballs, added extra drama and excitement to the shows. Artists skilled in fire tricks performed dangerous and thrilling acts that made the hearts of spectators beat faster. They created incredible displays of fire, inspiring audiences with their skill and bravery. These shows and performances not only entertained but also inspired audiences with their incredible skills and outstanding achievements. They brought joy and excitement to everyone who dared to immerse themselves in the atmosphere of carnival fun and enjoy the magic of the performances. All of this made the carnivals of the 50s to 70s unforgettable events that remained in the memories and hearts of spectators for years to come. Part of the magic of carnivals was their diverse array of food and beverages, captivating taste buds and enhancing the atmosphere of merriment. From sweet cotton candy to crispy popcorn and fragrant sugared peanuts, carnivals offered a veritable feast for gourmands and sweet-toothed individuals alike. Sweets played a particularly important role in the carnival experience. Colorful and fragrant cotton candy, with its spun sugar delighting the senses, was an integral part of the carnival fare. The aroma of freshly popped popcorn, flavored with various enticing seasonings, wafted throughout the carnival grounds, enticing visitors with its savory and satisfying taste. Fragrant sugared peanuts, roasted on site in large pans, offered a sweet and slightly crunchy treat for carnival goers. Refreshing beverages were also an essential component of the carnival experience. Lemonade, made with freshly squeezed lemons and sugar, provided a tart and invigorating refreshment on hot days. Ice cream, with its myriad flavors and textures, quenched thirst and provided a cool respite during strolls along the carnival alleys. All these confections and beverages added vibrant hues to the adventures of carnival visitors. They created an atmosphere of festivity and celebration, making carnivals even more enticing and memorable. Moreover, the variety of culinary delights underscored the richness and cultural heritage, turning a visit to the carnival into not just entertainment, but also an immersion into the unique atmosphere of local cuisine and traditions. The traveling carnivals of the 1950s to 1970s in America were truly a remarkable time when everyone could find something to their liking. From classic attractions to strange and whimsical shows, these carnivals offered an inexhaustible source of fun and entertainment for all who dared to venture into this world of magic and surprises. Even today, memories of those traveling carnivals continue to live in the hearts of those who had the pleasure of immersing themselves in their amazing atmosphere. They left an indelible mark on the culture and history of America, reminding us of the magic and joy that can be found at every turn of this wonderful journey through time. Memories of our favorite childhood cartoons can leave an imprint in our hearts forever, transporting us to a world of retro animation, classic characters, and vintage adventures. Like sweet wisps of nostalgia, they remind us of the good old days, when every new episode was a magical moment and every character was part of our childhood memories. Among this collection of memories carefully collected in our minds, each cartoon brings with it not only joy and entertainment, but also valuable lessons and values that will stay with us forever. Together with the retro atmosphere and classic cartoon characters, these memories become part of our personal collection of treasures that we hold fondly in our hearts. Cinderella is one of Disney's most famous and beloved animated films, released in 1950. The plot is based on the classic fairy tale by Charles Perrault. Here are the highlights and facts about the animated movie Cinderella. The movie tells the story of a girl named Cinderella, whose mother has died and whose father has married a second time to a woman with 2 daughters. After the death of her father, Cinderella finds herself under the control of an evil stepmother and her daughters, who turn her into a maid in their own house. With the help of a magical fairy godmother, Cinderella gets a chance to go to a ball where she meets a prince. This is Disney's 9th feature-length animated film. The movie was produced during an important period in the company's history, known as the Silver Age of Disney. Cinderella was a very successful project that helped Disney get out of financial difficulties after World War II. The movie earned many awards and nominations, including 2 Academy Award nominations. One of the most famous parts of the movie was its music. Songs in the movie such as Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo,
Salagadoo, Lamentiga-boo, Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo,
and So This Is Love.
So this is love.
Have become classics of the animation genre. Cinderella has had a huge impact on pop culture and has become one of Disney's most recognizable works. Her story has been retold and adapted many times in a variety of formats, including movies, musicals, books, and rides. Disney subsequently created several adaptations of Cinderella, including the 2015 live-action film, which became one of the highest-grossing films of the year. Cinderella remains one of the most important and beloved works of the animated genre, and its story continues to inspire generations of audiences around the world. The Tom and Jerry animated series is an undisputed classic animated masterpiece that has garnered immense popularity and has become one of the most famous and beloved animated works in the world. Here are a few of the oddities and curiosities associated with the series. The name of the characters, Tom the cat and Jerry the mouse, is a play on words. In English, the phrase cat and mouse game means cat and mouse game, which emphasizes the continuous conflict and confrontation between the characters. The entire Tom and Jerry animated series is characterized by the fact that the characters do not speak. However, despite the lack of words, the comedic scenes and expression of emotion remain very effective due to the skill of the animation. Unlike many other animated series where characters can change or develop over time, Tom and Jerry has remained virtually unchanged for decades. This has allowed the classic animated style of the series to remain intact. The names Tom and Jerry were suggested at random. When cartoon creators William Hanna and Joseph Barbera were working on the first episodes, they simply picked the names from the phone book. The legendary characters in the Tom and Jerry animated series were inspired by other famous comedy duos such as Laurel and Hardy and Will Rogers. In the original script of the first episode, Tom was called Jasper, but after the filmmakers accidentally labeled him Tom, the name stuck. The music in the Tom and Jerry cartoon plays a huge role in creating atmosphere and humor. Most of the compositions were written by Carl Still and William Hanna and were used in various episodes of the show. These facts demonstrate that Tom and Jerry is not only funny cartoons, but also an important part of animation history that had a huge impact on the genre. Here are some interesting facts and curiosities about the 1961 cartoon 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians was an adaptation of Dodie Smith's book of the same name, published in 1956. The story was inspired by a real-life Dalmatian dog the author saw in the park. During production, the animators faced the challenge of creating unique external characteristics for each of the 101 Dalmatians. This involved using barcodes to make each dog look unique. To create a realistic sounds of the Dalmatians' footsteps, the sound team used wool socks that were hooked onto their shoes and walked on the floor. One of the main stars of the movie was Cruella de Vil, a villain with a fur fetish inspired by French actress Tallulah Bankhead. To create the effect of moving cars, the cartoon used round road marking samples that were tied to rods and rolled across the ground. The animators who worked on the movie visited zoos to study the movements and mannerisms of Dalmatians and other dogs. The success of 101 Dalmatians led to the creation of many sequels, adaptations, and remakes, including animated series, live-action films, and theatrical productions. These facts demonstrate the labor and creativity that went into the making of this classic animated film. Pinocchio 1940 is a Disney animated movie based on Carlo Collodi's novel, The Adventures of Pinocchio. This movie is one of Disney's most famous and significant works. Here are some interesting facts about it. Pinocchio was the first feature-length animated film to utilize technical innovations, such as the multi-plane camera, which created a profound effect of visual perspective. The movie Pinocchio won 2 Academy Awards for Best Music, Original Song, When You Wish Upon a Star, and Best Special Effects. The song When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio has become one of Disney's most recognizable and iconic songs.
When you wish upon a star.
It has become Disney's unofficial anthem and has been performed by numerous artists and orchestras. In Pinocchio, audiences follow the evolution of the main character from a wooden puppet to a real boy. This movie emphasizes the theme of responsibility, friendship, and moral lessons. Despite its artistic achievements, the movie Pinocchio was a commercial failure during its first run. Due to World War II and lack of promotion, Pinocchio had a huge influence on many subsequent animated films, as well as cultural perceptions of Pinocchio as a character. These facts emphasize the importance and influence of the movie Pinocchio as one of the classic works of animation art. Peter Pan is a Disney animated film released in 1953 based on James Barrie's play Peter Pan in Neverland. Here are some interesting facts about the film. Disney began work on the adaptation of Peter Pan as early as 1935, but production was halted due to limited budget and technical difficulties. The film Peter Pan includes several unforgettable musical numbers, including You Can Fly, The Second Star to the Right, and Following the Leader. Peter Pan introduces viewers to iconic characters such as Tinker Bell, Captain Hook, and the Lost Boys. This film also contributed to the formation of Peter Pan's image as a symbol of carefree youth and adventure. One of the central themes of the film is the balance between childhood and adulthood. Peter Pan embodies the archetype of a boy who refuses to grow up and lives in a world of eternal play and adventure. Peter Pan became a cult classic, exerting a significant influence on many subsequent animated films, books, and games. It also served as the basis for numerous adaptations and remakes in theater and cinema. These facts underscore the significance and influence of the film Peter Pan as one of Disney's classic works, leaving its mark on the history of animation and culture. Dumbo is a Disney animated film released in 1941. Here are some interesting facts about it. The idea for Dumbo arose in response to financial difficulties the studio faced after the failure of the previous film, Fantasia. The film is based on the children's book Dumbo, the Flying Elephant, 1939, by Helen Aberson. Dumbo was made on a minimal budget, while other Disney projects required significantly larger investments. This allowed the film to become one of the most profitable Disney works at the time. The film satirically portrays various aspects of American society at the time, including discrimination, labor exploitation, and social inequality. Dumbo blends different animation styles, including realistic background images, anthropomorphic characters, and comedic scenes. The central theme of Dumbo is a story of self-acceptance and overcoming adversity. By overcoming his fears and self-doubt, Dumbo gains the strength and confidence to achieve his dream. The film periodically returns to popularity due to its important theme that everyone can be unique in their own way. Dumbo remains one of the most recognizable and beloved Disney films, continuing to inspire and touch the hearts of audiences of all ages. In conclusion, memories of our favorite childhood cartoons not only bring joy and pleasure, but also embody a piece of our childhood innocence and magic. These cartoons, steeped in retro atmosphere, classic characters, and unforgettable adventures, remind us of the wonderful times when life seemed like an endless journey into the world of imagination. With them, we relive those joyful moments, feel the scent of childhood and the warmth of emotional harmony. And may these memories remain with us forever, reminding us that the magic of childhood always lives in our hearts.
Remember the good old days of the 80s? It was a time when cassette tapes ruled the music scene. VHS tapes were the go-to for movie nights, and our hairstyles were bigger than life. In this nostalgic journey, we're going to revisit the forgotten gems of that era, things that were once an integral part of our daily lives, but have gracefully bowed out in the face of modern advancements. Join me as we unravel the relics of the past, from the iconic boomboxes to the ever-fashionable denim vests. Whether you're reliving your youth or discovering these treasures for the first time, this trip down memory lane is sure to spark some fond reminiscences. So grab a seat, take a trip back in time, and let's explore the once popular items that have become a sweet memory for the wise souls who witnessed the magic of the 80s firsthand. Lace collars and cuffs were prominent elements in women's fashion during the 1980s, adorning blouses and dresses with a touch of elegance. However, as fashion trends shifted towards minimalism and contemporary styles, these delicate lace accessories gradually faded from everyday attire. While they might make occasional appearances in vintage or themed fashion, lace collars and cuffs are no longer mainstream in modern wardrobes. Their decline in usage reflects the dynamic nature of fashion preferences, with current styles emphasizing simplicity and versatility over the intricate details of bygone eras. In the vibrant 1980s, cassette players reigned supreme as the primary means of music consumption, revolutionizing how we experienced our favorite tunes. These portable devices, commonly known as tape decks, empowered music enthusiasts to curate their soundtracks with mixtapes, becoming a creative form of expression. Auto-reverse technology eliminated the need for manually flipping tapes, enhancing user convenience. Cassette players transcended personal spaces, dominating car stereos and portable boom boxes. The tactile satisfaction of inserting a cassette and pressing play became a cherished ritual, accompanied by the distinctive mechanical sounds of tape movement. Despite their iconic status, the digital era and streaming audio have relegated cassette players to nostalgic memories, marking the end of an era in music history. Telephone booths, once ubiquitous urban fixtures, have experienced a decline in relevance with the advent of mobile phones. In the heyday of landlines, these booths served as vital communication hubs, providing privacy for conversations on the go. Now, with the widespread adoption of mobile devices, their usage has dramatically diminished. Modern technology allows instant mobile connectivity, rendering the static phone booth a relic of the past. While some phone booths remain as nostalgic symbols, their functional significance has dwindled, symbolizing the transformative impact of mobile communication on the urban landscape. Today, these booths stand as reminders of a bygone era in telecommunications. Denim vests were a fashion staple in the vibrant 1980s, embraced as a trendy wardrobe essential. Popularized as a symbol of rebellion and self-expression, they often featured patches, studs, and unique embellishments. However, as fashion tastes evolved over subsequent decades, denim vests saw a decline in widespread usage. While they occasionally resurface as retro fashion statements or in niche subcultures, their popularity has significantly diminished in everyday wear, reflecting the ever-changing landscape of fashion trends. In the 1980s, VHS videocassette recorders, VCRs, revolutionized home entertainment, becoming the go-to devices for recording and watching videos. Families gathered around to enjoy movies, capturing precious memories on bulky VHS tapes. The iconic rewind and fast-forward functions became familiar gestures. VHS rental stores were cultural hubs, offering a vast selection of films. However, the rise of digital formats and streaming platforms has rendered VHS obsolete. The once dominant VCRs now serve as relics of a bygone era, showcasing the rapid evolution of technology. Vintage enthusiasts and collectors, however, cherish VHS tapes for their nostalgic value, preserving a tangible piece of cinematic history. The 1980s witnessed a craze for voluminous hairstyles, accentuated by the use of elaborate, hairy accessories. Big, teased hair was a hallmark of the era, often complemented by scrunchies and other extravagant hair adornments. These accessories, ranging from oversized bows to scrunchies adorned with intricate patterns, were integral to achieving the iconic 80s look. However, as fashion evolved, the penchant for exaggerated hair and hairy accessories waned. In contemporary times, these once trendy items have largely faded from everyday use, making sporadic appearances as nostalgic nods to the bold and flamboyant styles that defined an era marked by daring fashion choices and larger-than-life hairdos. In the era of smartphones and navigation apps, the reliance on traditional paper maps has dwindled significantly. Once an essential tool for wayfinding, paper maps are now artifacts of a bygone era. The convenience of digital maps with real-time updates and GPS navigation has rendered the unfolding and refolding of paper maps obsolete. While nostalgic for some, their practical use has been largely replaced by the efficiency and accessibility of modern technology, marking a notable shift in how we navigate and explore the world around us. Arcade video games were iconic in the 1980s, attracting crowds to gaming establishments. The rise of home computers and consoles, coupled with advancements in technology, led to a decline in the popularity of video arcades. The immersive gaming experience shifted from public arcades to the convenience of home entertainment systems. While classic arcades maintain a niche following, the widespread accessibility of gaming at home has diminished the cultural significance of video arcades. Their retro charm persists, but their heyday as social hubs for gamers has waned with the changing landscape of gaming culture. As we conclude our nostalgic journey through the enchanting era of the 80s, we find ourselves immersed in a tapestry of memories woven with the threads of cassette tapes, VHS tapes, extravagant hairstyles, and iconic fashion choices. The echoes of boombox beats and the rustling of denim vests linger in our minds, reminding us of a time when life moved to a different rhythm. These relics from the past, once integral to our daily lives, have gracefully yielded to the relentless march of modern advancements. The magnetic charm of cassette tapes and the tangible nostalgia of VHS tapes may have faded, but their legacy lives on in the hearts of those who reveled in the magic of that bygone era. So, as we bid farewell to the neon-hued landscapes of the 80s, let's carry these sweet memories with us, like cherished artifacts from a time when life seemed simpler, hairstyles were bolder, and the soundtrack of our days was etched onto magnetic tapes. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and may the magic of the 80s linger in your hearts, sparking fond reminiscences whenever the rhythm of the past beckons.
Hello, dear friends. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey into the past filled with nostalgia and memories. Welcome to our channel dedicated to the enchanting Saturday mornings from 1964 to 1976, when television filled our homes with wonderful moments of retro entertainment. This kaleidoscope of history will take us back to the golden age of cartoons series, and shows that left an indelible mark in the hearts of many generations. Let's dive into the world of animation, where laughter, adventures, and incredible characters became our steadfast companions. Get ready for an exciting reimagining of classics and reminiscences of those unforgettable Saturdays when the TV was a window to a world of magic. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss a single captivating episode of our retro journey. Let's together immerse ourselves in history and build a bridge between memories and the present. The Bugs Bunny Show 1960 to 2000 stands as a timeless classic in the world of animated television. This iconic series, featuring the beloved Bugs Bunny and a myriad of other Warner Brothers characters, became a staple of Saturday morning entertainment for viewers of all ages. Airing over several decades, the show showcased the wit, humor, and charm of Bugs Bunny as he outsmarted foes and embarked on countless misadventures. The clever and entertaining storytelling, combined with the memorable characters, contributed to the show's enduring popularity and its status as a cultural touchstone. The series not only introduced audiences to the mischievous Bugs Bunny, but also served as a platform for other beloved characters like Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Tweety Bird. The Bugs Bunny Show became a hallmark of animated excellence, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of viewers and influencing the landscape of animation for generations to come. Its enduring legacy highlights the power of engaging storytelling and well-crafted characters, in creating a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. Originally debuting in the early 1960s and later revived in the 1980s, The Jetsons captured the imagination of audiences with its utopian portrayal of a world where technology simplifies everyday tasks and enhances the human experience. The show not only entertained viewers with its clever storytelling, but also reflected the era's fascination with the possibilities of space exploration and technological advancements. The Jetsons remains a cultural icon, illustrating the enduring appeal of futuristic imaginings and the ways in which animated series can offer both entertainment and a window into societal aspiration. The Flintstones 1960 to 1966 is an animated series that takes viewers on a prehistoric journey, chronicling the adventures of the Flintstone family in a fictional Stone Age setting. Set against the backdrop of the town of Bedrock, the show follows the escapades of Fred Flintstone, his wife Wilma, their neighbors Barney and Betty Rubble, and their pet dinosaurs, cleverly blending modern-day situations with a prehistoric twist. The series humorously explores the challenges and joys of family life, work, and friendship in a world of dinosaurs and primitive technology. The Flintstones is celebrated not only for its imaginative concept, but also for being the first prime-time animated television series, leaving an enduring legacy as a beloved and iconic piece of animation history. HR Puffnstuff stands as a whimsical and fantastical musical journey that follows the adventures of a young boy named Jimmy. The series unfolds when Jimmy finds himself transported to a magical island inhabited by peculiar creatures, led by the affable and oversized Mayor H.R. Puffnstuff. Together, they navigate the enchanting and often surreal landscape of Living Island, encountering a host of eccentric characters and facing challenges with a blend of music and imagination. Filled with vibrant colors, catchy tunes, and a sense of wonder, H.R. Puffnstuff captures the essence of fantasy and remains a delightful testament to the creative and imaginative storytelling of its era. Land of the Lost is a fantastical series that plunges viewers into an extraordinary adventure as the Marshall family unexpectedly finds themselves in a mysterious realm filled with dinosaurs and other strange creatures. After an unplanned journey through a time vortex, the Marshalls must navigate the perils and wonders of this prehistoric land, known as the Land of the Lost, as they encounter dinosaurs, encounter primitive civilizations, and grapple with the challenges of survival. The family's journey becomes a thrilling exploration of the unknown. The show captivates audiences with its imaginative storytelling, special effects for its time, and the suspenseful quest for understanding and escape from the fantastical and perilous world they now call home. The Archies brings to life the animated adventures of the musical group Archie and his friends as they navigate the fictional town of Riverdale, set against the backdrop of a lively and vibrant world. The series follows the escapades of Archie Andrews, Betty Cooper, Veronica Lodge, Jughead Jones, and others, blending elements of music, humor, and teen drama, as the Archies balance their high school lives with their passion for music. The series serves as a joyful exploration of friendship, romance, and the pursuit of dreams, filled with catchy tunes and the charm of the Archie comics. The Archies is a delightful animated series that captures the essence of the swinging 60s and remains a beloved part of pop culture. Underdog soared into the hearts of viewers as an animated series centered around the superhero persona of Underdog. The show follows the adventures of Shoeshine Boy, a humble and mild-mannered canine who transforms into the mighty Underdog whenever there's trouble. Armed with superpowers and a sense of justice, Underdog valiantly protects the city from criminals and villains. With his iconic catchphrase, "There's no need to fear, Underdog is here." The series blends humor, action, and heroism, creating an endearing and entertaining portrayal of a lovable superhero's quest to uphold justice and save the day. Underdog remains a nostalgic gem, cherished for its timeless themes of bravery and the triumph of good over evil. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Is an iconic adventure animated series that follows the escapades of a group of young detectives and their lovable Great Dane, Scooby-Doo, led by Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and their ever-hungry canine companion, the Mystery Inc. Gang travels in their psychedelic van, the Mystery Machine, solving mysteries that often involve supposedly supernatural creatures, with a mix of humor, suspense, and a touch of spookiness. Each episode revolves around unmasking the villains behind the paranormal activities. Scooby-Doo's comical antics and penchant for snacks, particularly Scooby Snacks, have made him a beloved character, and the series itself has become a timeless classic in the realm of animated mystery-solving adventures. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic journey through the golden era of Saturday morning television. These animated gems not only entertained generations but also left an indelible mark on the tapestry of our pop culture. Each show contributed to the rich tapestry of our shared television memories. As we celebrate these animated classics, let's cherish the timeless magic they brought, the Saturday mornings, and the lasting impact they continue to have on our hearts.
In the 1960s and 1970s, an era characterized by cultural revolution and experimentation, there were many strange and unusual things in the world of fashion and design that became symbols of the time. These unique items became part of the cultural heritage of the time, reflecting the spirit of the era and the influence of countercultural movements on public consciousness. In the 1970s, youth adorned their rooms with posters featuring images of celebrities, musical bands, actors, or popular motivational quotes. These posters became iconic symbols of individuality and self-expression, reflecting personal tastes and cultural affiliations. They not only adorned walls, but also acted as conversation starters and sources of inspiration, shaping the aesthetic landscape of the era and immortalizing its unique blend of artistic, musical, and societal influences. Cheat sheets, small pocket-sized notepads, commonly used for jotting down phone numbers, notes, and important dates. These handy tools served as portable organizers, allowing quick access to vital information on the go. Popular among students, professionals, and anyone needing to keep track of essential details in daily life. Cookbooks were in high demand during the 1960s as home cooking gained popularity. These culinary guides provided a treasure trove of recipes and cooking tips for enthusiasts. From traditional family dishes to exotic cuisines, cookbooks offered a diverse array of culinary inspirations, empowering individuals to explore new flavors and techniques in the comfort of their own kitchens. With detailed instructions and enticing imagery, they became indispensable companions for aspiring chefs and homemakers alike. In the 1970s, cassette tape recorders became widely accessible, allowing people to record and play music at home. Audio cassettes, filled with music and radio broadcasts, emerged as a popular form of entertainment. This technology revolutionized how people consumed music, enabling personalized playlists and convenient playback. From mixtapes to recorded radio shows, cassette tapes became a cultural staple, shaping the way individuals experienced and shared music within their homes. In the 1970s, pedometers emerged as simple devices for tracking steps and distance traveled, aiding many in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. These rudimentary gadgets, worn on the waist or wrist, provided motivation for individuals to increase physical activity levels. By quantifying daily movement, pedometers encourage users to set and achieve fitness goals, fostering a growing awareness of the importance of regular exercise in promoting overall well-being during that era. During the 1960s, with the rise in popularity of home cooking, baking molds, especially for pies and cakes, were in high demand. These molds enabled individuals to create delicious homemade treats with ease. Whether crafting savory pies or sweet cakes, baking molds provided the necessary structure for achieving culinary perfection, contributing to the burgeoning trend of homemade baked goods enjoyed by families and friends alike during that era. In the 1960s, vinyl records were a popular medium for listening to music, leading to a demand for record consoles and racks. These furnishings provided storage and display options for vinyl enthusiasts, showcasing their collections while also serving as functional pieces of furniture. Record consoles often integrated a turntable, amplifier, and speakers, offering a comprehensive listening experience. Additionally, stylish racks and shelves allowed collectors to organize their records neatly, enhancing both the aesthetic appeal and accessibility of their music collections within their homes. In the 1970s, unique and unconventional lighting fixtures became central to interior design, adding warmth and ambiance to home environments. Originality was key, with innovative designs ranging from avant-garde chandeliers to eclectic table lamps. These fixtures served not only as sources of illumination but also as artistic statements, reflecting the era's embrace of individuality and creativity. Whether crafted from natural materials like wood and rattan, or featuring bold geometric shapes, decorative lighting became a focal point in home decor, contributing to the cozy and inviting atmosphere cherished during the 1970s. In the 1970s, lava lamps became popular as both decorative elements and sources of entertainment. These lamps contained lava-like wax that rose and fell within the lamp's glass enclosure, creating mesmerizing and psychedelic effects when heated by the lamp. They captivated audiences with their colorful and hypnotic movements, embodying the era's fascination with unconventional design and sensory experiences. Lava lamps adorned living spaces, adding a groovy touch to interiors while providing a captivating visual display that served as a unique form of entertainment for enthusiasts of all ages. During the 1960s, straw or palm leaf beach mats were popular accessories for picnics or beach outings. These mats provided a natural and comfortable foundation for relaxation, shielding beachgoers from the sand. Adorned with bright colors or intricate patterns, they added a touch of vibrancy to seaside leisure, enhancing the overall beach experience with their practicality and aesthetics. In the 1970s, hanging chairs gained popularity as both indoor decor and outdoor relaxation furniture. Available with wrought iron frames or macrame designs, these suspended seats offered a stylish and comfortable seating option. Whether swaying gently indoors or suspended from a tree in the backyard, hanging chairs became synonymous with the laid-back vibe of the era, providing a cozy spot for unwinding and enjoying leisure time. During the 1960s, psychedelic fashion dominated the scene with its vibrant and eccentric styles. Clothing featured bold patterns, bright colors, and unconventional shapes, embodying the spirit of experimentation and counterculture. Outfits consisted of multi-layered ensembles adorned with lavish accessories, including fringe leather vests, statement jewelry, and elaborate headpieces. This era embraced freedom of expression, and psychedelic fashion served as a visual manifestation of the era's social and cultural revolution, challenging traditional norms and celebrating individuality and self-expression. In the 1970s, fantasy-inspired interior decor gained popularity, with designs influenced by fantastical worlds, outer space, mythical creatures, and other imaginative motifs. Homes were adorned with carpets featuring cosmic patterns, posters depicting science fiction imagery, and more. This trend reflected a cultural fascination with escapism and exploration, as people sought to infuse their living spaces with elements of wonder and adventure. From psychedelic space motifs to mystical creatures, fantasy-themed decor provided a whimsical and otherworldly ambiance that transported inhabitants to realms beyond the ordinary, capturing the essence of the era's imaginative spirit. In the 1960s, cowboy accessories were all the rage, reflecting the era's fascination with the Wild West and Americana. Popular items included cowboy hats, belts, boots, and decorative pieces like pistols and bullets used as interior accents. Embraced as symbols of rugged individualism and frontier spirit, cowboy accessories became iconic elements of fashion and decor, adding a touch of Western flair to both personal style and home interiors. This trend epitomized the cultural allure of cowboy imagery and nostalgia for the romanticized ideals of the American frontier during that time. In the early 1970s, disco balls became emblematic of the disco era and style. These mirrored spheres, suspended from ceilings, reflected light, creating a dazzling dance floor effect right in the comfort of one's home. Disco balls were a staple in discotheques and parties, enhancing the ambiance with their shimmering allure. They epitomized the vibrant energy and glamorous aesthetic of the disco scene, transforming any space into a lively dance venue where people could groove to the pulsating beats of disco music. In the 1970s, unconventional furniture shapes gained popularity, reflecting a creative and experimental approach to interior design. Examples included egg-shaped chairs, lip-shaped sofas, and even dog face-inspired couches. These whimsical designs challenged traditional notions of furniture aesthetics, embracing bold and avant-garde forms. They became iconic symbols of the era's embrace of individuality and self-expression in home decor, adding a playful and eccentric touch to interior spaces. This trend epitomized the era's spirit of innovation and willingness to push the boundaries of design conventions. In conclusion, the 1960s and 1970s were characterized by a plethora of experiments and cultural shifts, reflected in a myriad of strange and unusual items that became emblematic of the time. From psychedelic fashion to lava lamps and cowboy accessories, these objects not only symbolized their era, but also served as sources of inspiration and nostalgia for generations. They underscored the spirit of freedom, creativity, and self-expression inherent to that period, leaving an indelible mark on cultural history.